welcome back to the herd wave, or welcome if you're new around here. So today's video I've got planned is I'm still in the process of revamping the fish room. So I knew it was going to take a while. I knew it wasn't going to happen overnight, but I'm getting quite a few tanks done. So in keeping with that, I've decided before I do my display tank, which is in the fish room, I'm going to clean the FX6 filter first. Yeah, so I thought it would be a good idea to clean that first before I start removing all that good beneficial bacteria that's seeded into the substrate, the rocks, little bits of decorations that's already in there. I thought it would be a good idea to get that sorted, get that nice and clean. It has been quite a while, I'm not gonna lie, since I've cleaned it. So FX6 it's an amazing filter. It's amazing filtration, everybody knows that. And it's great, and it is actually quite easy to clean once you know how. I mean, the first couple of times that I didn't have a clue, and the instructions were out every 5 minutes. But I think once you get your own way of doing it, I mean, everybody has their own different ways of cleaning their filtration and their filters. So this is just the way that I do it. So yeah, I thought I would get cracking with that, get that done, so I can move on to doing this, getting this one sorted. Because there's not much substrate in this really. Sorry, I know you can see the lights reflecting off it. If I turn them off. There, that's better. I can see it now. Turn that one off too. These clown roaches have come out so much more since I've redone it. I must be feeling a lot better. It's always good when you make a change to your fish tanks and then really enjoy it. Anyway, that's that one. Right, so this is my FX6 canister filter. So this is the one that I use to filtrate the top tank, your display tank. So all I'm doing here is I'm just unscrewing this little red nozzle, and there's a little stopper that you can pop off, and that keeps the water in the filter. And you just attach a hose. I mean, you did get a hose with it, but I think I've lost it somewhere. So I just use any hose, and then I just tighten it on to secure it. And then you'll turn this red nozzle at the side, and up the top, it's like a little pop button. So you push it in and twist it, and then it should just pop off. You might need a little bit of force to do that, and then that'll start draining the water out of the filter. So just have the other end in a bucket ready. Yeah, and that's all I do with that one. It is meant to make it a little bit lighter, to lift down if you wanted to lift it down, but I just lift it down anyway like that and then drain it anyway. So once all the water is drained out the filter, the next step what I do is I'll start to unscrew the top of it. Now you just have these little white knobs and they just unscrew. So you just screw them off, and then they will pop down a little bit. Sometimes they fall off from underneath, but it's nothing to worry about. You can just pop them back on. But yeah, I'll just do that at each one, and then I'll lift the top off it. And there will be like a tube, so that one there, and then that's what the filter looks like in it. Lovely, isn't it? I did say it needed cleaning, but yeah. So then what you want to do is you want to lift the filter out. I've just noticed that I've got one of those red clips that holds all three sections together. You get two, one on either side. One of them I've put on the wrong way around. because it is supposed to be a right way and a wrong way to make it symmetrical, but never mind, obviously it still works. And that's what it'll look like. You will still have some water in the bottom of there. Now I've just popped this into the bucket of the water that I've took out of the filter just to give it an initial clean. So the one that I'm taking off first, that's the top tray. That's got all of your mechanical filtration in it. So you've got your sponges. The second one is going to be a biological one. And the last one is going to be chemical one. So normally we put carbon in the last one, but I don't have carbon in mine. I just have more biological, and that's just the way I wanted to do it. But yeah, that's normally how it would be. I'm just rinsing off these sponges in some more tank water that I've took out. So I've done a little bit of a water change on the tank, and I'm rinsing them off in there. So I'm not using any chlorinated water, it's all tank water, making sure that all me good bacteria is still in there, because I don't want to lose any of that. Trying to make this process really quick as well. I don't like to take too long with it. Don't like to let the sponges dry out or anything like that, because that's where you're going to lose your beneficial bacteria if you let your sponges dry out. So try to make that as quick as I can. And then this is going to be lovely. This is the bottom of the filter, all the nice water that was left over. But yeah, it shows it's doing its job really well. Now I'm going to just pop these 3 trays back together. So again, you would have your chemical filtration on the bottom, and then you would have your biological in the middle, and then you would pop your mechanical one on the top. That's just traditionally the way you would do it, but like I say, you can do it any way you want, but you do want your mechanical on top, because that's where most of the dirt and debris is going to be collected, so you want that to go through that first. And then I'm going to clip these 2 side bits on, clip them on both the right way this time. Yeah, and then just pop it back in. So there's only one way that you can put it in. So one of them is going to have your intake, and one of them is going to be your outtake. So your outtake's going to be the one that's on the lid, and then your intake's going to be the one that's actually inside the filter. So I'm just going to do the reverse with this hose pipe. I'm going to just unscrew the red nozzle and pop the stopper back on and tighten that back up again, just so no water comes out. And then don't forget to turn the other red nozzle so that closes off the water as well. Yeah, so once that's done, I would then pop it into place, and it's at this point that I would then do another water change to fill up the filter. Yeah, so once I've put it in place, I'm just gonna make sure that the lid's securely on. So then what I like to do is pop all of these white screws back on so it secures them on into their places, and then once I'm happy with that, then I'll start tightening them up. It's a good idea to make sure that they're really tight. You don't want one of them to be loose, because that wouldn't be good. Yeah, because the rate that the water's going through this and the volume of water, you want to make sure that they're on nice and secure. And then literally I'll pop the intake and the outtake on, and you just clip it on. You'll hear a little click and it'll automatically just shift like that, popping itself back into place. And it's working. Yay! Look at it. Yes, it's working. Oh, we got it. Okay, good. So now that I know that that's working, I don't have to mess about with that anymore. That's it. That's how I clean my